All right, so here we're supposed to solve by Gauss-Jordan elimination. So first things first, we have to put this into matrix format. And so when we do that, we just put our constants on the left and then a bar and then the constants on the right, the coefficients on the left. So I got to get the right words. All right, so coefficients are over here, constants are over here, and that's our beginning matrix. And now we have to basically, again, we're going to get 1, 1, 1 is our ideal goal, and zeros on those other three places above and below. Okay. And when we do that, first things first, I'm probably going to eliminate or swap row 1 and row 3. So that's what they do too. And so we do that and we're good. Now I'm going to take a minus 3 times row 1 plus row 2. That's my new row 2. I'm going to make it minus 2 times row 1 plus row 3. And that's going to be my new row 3. And I'm not sure what they're going to do here, but they do the same thing. And so that's what they've done. They've done the calculations, and now we're at this point. Now here, probably the easiest thing to do is just take a tenth of this row and have that. And so that's hopefully what they do. Yeah, they took a tenth of it. And you can write it as a decimal or you can write it as a fraction. Sometimes I think if we have it as 1/10, working with fractions is easier than working with decimals. So that's all up to you. So I would say really I would use a negative 7/10 here, and that would be a positive 7/10 because then I would be able to easily make it to go into that position. All right, so we got that of that. Now we need to take this row, multiply it by -4, add it to this row. So that looks like what they're doing. And let's see. Yep, that's what they've done. And what else did they do? Oh, they did. Now, this is where I disagree with what they are doing here. They said, okay, well, let's go ahead and make, once we've got this to be a 1, let's make this a 0. I'm going to say if you do that, you're going to do a lot of extra work on this position over here. And so that would be kind of a unnecessary thing is doing extra work. So I would say not doing this one right now would be a key. Just go and get this to be a 0 here and just do this piece at that point. And then after that, we have to get rid of this. So I'm going to divide everything by -0.2 or multiply by the -5. And so I get this. And now you'll see here why I say don't do this one first, because you did one operation where you changed that. Now you're going to do another operation and change it again. And so doing excess operations to get those to be zeros is kind of a redundant thing. So here we're going to multiply this one times zero point 0.7, add it to that, and multiply it by zero point 0.1 and add it to that. And then we get our zeros. And so they got the 0 here early. I would say now, after I did this, then I would take whatever I needed to do, take that times and add it to that. And all I'm doing is working with that number there. I'm not actually doing anything beyond that. And so that's kind of my thinking is, work your way down, get those to be zeros. Well, actually get that to be 1, get those to be zeros. Then get that to be 1, get those to be zeros. Get that to be 1, get those to be zeros, and then get that to be 0. So kind of go in that order is going to be the key in getting these done. And it saves a step here and there. All right. So now this is in reduced form. And so our solution is what? X1 is 2, X2 is 0, X3 is -1. Okay, so that's the solution. Now you should do a check on those, of course, but I'm going to leave the check off and I can leave that to the student.